Hey friends, so Weldon here, and I am going to tell you about the different sites that I like to use or recommend for finding rentals here in Colorado Springs. And because sometimes when you're looking to buy, maybe you're not ready yet and you move here and you just want to get a feel for the area, or sometimes, well, just we're in a tight housing market right now, and you need to find a home that works for you and your family sooner than a permanent home might be available. So that said, the three sites that we're going to look at are Zillow.com, Apartments.com, and Facebook. And each one of them has their own unique features. And so with that, let's jump straight into Zillow. That's the one that you see there up front. And this is just the homepage, Zillow.com. And then we're going to click rent. And from here, it brings up Colorado Springs for me, I think because it is saved where my location. But if not, you would just put in Colorado Springs. And you can also uh, put in a specific zip code if you were looking for that. So again, we clicked on rent up top. It brought up all the rentals across the springs. And in this case, it says there's 4,600 available. And then the Springs, it's a large market in this case. I actually like to go do a little bit of research to figure out where I would want to live. And in this case, I'm just going to use my zip code where I live. Let's do 80924. I know that this particular zip code, it aligns with the school district that I'm looking for as well. And so now you can start to, or the specific school, I should say, and school district. And then now you can start to narrow it down based on your price points. So, most critically, I know that we want at least 3 bedrooms. And then home type. In this particular case, I'm not interested in apartments, but townhomes here in Colorado Springs can be very expansive, very large. And so I'm going to keep that one on there as well as houses. And then, of course, I want the entire home itself. So now we've gone from the 4,500 or so original across Colorado Springs. I narrowed it down to the couple of neighborhoods or this particular zip code that I live in. And now it tells me there are 20. So it's a much more manageable number to look at. And so 3 bedrooms. I should have also put in 2 baths, as you can, if you're following my cursor. I'm applying that, and now we're still at 20 there. And maybe you know that you want a newer one or the move-in date. In this case, move-in date, I'm just going to make something up and say February 1st is when I need it available. So I'm filming this in January of 2025. February 1st, what I'm looking for. And looks like there's still 20 available even with that. But price can be huge. And so maybe I know my budget, I don't want to pay anything more than $3,000. And so there you go. Now we're down from 20 down to 13 rentals across this particular area. And now you can just kind of peruse the pictures and see which ones might jump out at you. And so that is very much how Zillow works. I think it's a very straightforward one. We use Zillow whenever we rent out our homes. You can put in free advertisements on there, and it's gotten great traction. And so that's my number one go to site. And then the next site that we're going to jump to is apartments.com. That's a little counterintuitive to think, well, why would apartments.com have actual single family homes on there and in apartments? And it's much more than that. It's based on rentals. And the reason this particular site is a lot of times underused is because they offer free e-rent or electronic payments of rent through their website. So many private landlords use apartments.com, and they have their listing on there, and perhaps they don't use Zillow as well or any other particular platform. And so here we're going to go to menu, uh, renter tools, and then houses for rent. And you're going to do a basic search just like we talked about. So it automatically, in this particular case, it brought up Denver. but I'm going to put in the same zip code, 80924, from previously, from what we used on Zillow. And I'm going to say I want 3 bedrooms and at least 2 baths. And the house type here, again, this is houses that I was looking for. And in this case, it says there are 124 3-bedroom apartments for rent.com. So it didn't really filter out all the apartments just yet, houses. I see what I did. I deselected it. Anyway, it says 94 3-bedroom houses for rent here. So more is clearly popping up on this particular website than on Zillow. And again, I can go to price and say, I want to pay no more than $3,000. Click done. And now we're down to 49 homes total. And you can kind of scroll through and get a feel for what's there. And then lastly, the last one I want to show you is Facebook Marketplace. So I never realized how valuable Facebook Marketplace. It's another location where private landlords can post their listings, as well as corporations, those that are being professionally managed as well. But you go open up your Facebook page and then come down here to property rent, go to the marketplace, click on property rentals, and then you can click on what you're looking for: townhomes, houses for rent, and you're able to scroll through and put in a couple of different features that you're looking for, namely price. So 3,000 is the max. And once that is selected, then it starts to filter for that you're not looking for homes that are 3,000 or greater. And then shop by category, you can click on the 3 bedrooms in this case, and it filters it down even more. Now, one of the limiting factors here, at least initially as I'm looking at this, is the map. So how to narrow it down to a specific area that you are looking for. So it's not quite as robust for that whenever you are looking at Facebook Marketplace. But again, it's a free place. So free is always great for landlords, and that's what they're looking for, to do things as cheaply as possible. If I'm able to find the maps, I'll add on to this video. But there you go. Those are the 3 top sites that I like to use: Zillow.com, Apartments.com, Facebook Marketplace. I'd even throw in Realtor.com, but it's very similar to rentals. Zillow.com. And so very self-explanatory there. If you have any questions about the areas across Colorado Springs that might work for you and your family, please reach out, and I'm glad to fill you in on the different neighborhoods, so that way you can make the best choice for you and your family. Have a good one. Hey, y'all, one update here on Facebook Marketplace when you're looking to find a rental. So as I was finishing up that last video, I wanted to talk about going in with a specific zip code. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on how stable the platform is. But what I am finding consistently is working is that whenever you go into Facebook Marketplace and then you go to property rentals and you put in your different parameters for, again, we're going to use 3 beds and 2 bath for the parameters, and then a price still of 3,000 for that. And whenever all that calculus happens there within Facebook Marketplace, you can see the dots here in Colorado Springs, and if you know the general area that you're looking for, and so I know my general area is on the north side of Colorado Springs. What are the homes that are available in this area? And then you're better able to click on each of them and see exactly where they are. So again, that's how Facebook Marketplace works. Another great place to find rentals. And hopefully these tips are helpful. Have a good one. See ya.